Today we will be working on a 2012 Toyota Camry with the 2ar-fe engine, 2.5 liter. Today we will be replacing the spring inside the VVTi intake gear right here, which in the morning we'll demonstrate when it's cold. When you start up, you'll hear a loud rattle. So as you can hear, that is a bad rattle. Not as bad as others I've heard, but still bad. So let's not waste any more time, and we're gonna actually take everything apart. First, take off your beauty cover. And you want to remove your ignition coils, all 4 of them. Vent, your cam sensor gears right here. Your cam, sensors. 2 clips here. Your VVTi solenoid, one here, one here. There should be a few bolts here, 2 nuts right here, a nut right here, and around about, let's say 15 bolts holding this whole valve cover. These 2 bolts right here, and your engine mount right here. Alright, let's start off with removing the easy stuff first. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove these clips off. So just normal nose pliers right here. Put it off. For a good yank, there we go. Ignition coils, you don't have to use this, but you can. You can just use your fingers, like that. Or if you're pretty delicate, grab these, give it a pull down, and off it goes. But I might just use my fingers since it's a bit easier. Looks like that, but wasn't on properly yet. Guess one ignition coil is off. Now we're going to remove these. A little tab right here, just like these right here. There we go, just a little pull. Oh, this one's a bit harder. So, put this here. Give it a pull, give it a squeeze on, and it should pop out. It's a bit tricky here. Take your time. Here you go. Yes, sir. So now we do these. 10mm. Get a little crack, and there we go. Another one there. These are no common hand tools right here. Remember these in order, you don't want to mix them up. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're just to our cam sensors right here. Just give it a little yank right here. You can see mine broke off right here. Another one right here. Now we're going to take this off right here. There we go. Loosen that up so it won't interfere with our stuff. Put it on here. There we go. Now we just need to remove these sides right here. They're all 10mm. Take you there. There's one nut right here. It's 10mm, and another one right here. 10mm right there. Set you back down again. Perfect. There should be one right here, but you can see that's missing, so I guess we'll skip that part. Probably for you guys, you may have this. So this is it. That's first part. Second part is to remove the brackets right here. One here, and the motor mount right there. Alright, now what are we going to do? We're going to take these bolts off. Size 14 right here. Size 14 right here. Lefty loosey. Two more size 14 right here. Another size 14 right there. And a size 14 right here, which is going to be a bit difficult to get, but I'll show you after I get these done. So this part right here, what I'm going to use is a wrench right here. So they say size 14, put it right on there, and now we grab another wrench, say size 15, and we just put it into here, and just give it to give us enough leverage to push it open like that. It's a good way to do it, but if you have an extension like that, size of that, it would be much helpful, but it gets the job done. Alrighty, now we just need to disconnect this and pull this little tab right here and push this up. There you go. So now we'll show you where the bolts are. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, 6, 7 right here, 7, 8, 9 right here, 10, 11. If you go back down right here, there you go, that's your 12 right there. And if I lift this up right here, your 13, your 14 right there, right there, your 15, and your last one, your 16 right there. The parts that you may need a swivel head on this part right here. This, mostly in the back areas, you probably need a swivel or an extension. Well, this belt right here, it's a bit tricky, so you're going to get a little wrench right here. It's size 10 millimeters. And just give it a crack. These are not on that tight anyways, so yeah, just give it a little crack like this, and it should, yeah, see it's moving around. Just give it, find a crack right here. There you go. And that should be, yeah, there you go. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, get a small 10 millimeter wrench right there. Be sure to remember the short bolts are on the outside. The long bolts are in the inside, if you have a look. These are much longer than the ones people get out here, so take these out. Place all this. For this part, get a screwdriver right here, your flathead, and pop it up. I'll have to sit you guys down for this part. Bear with me. Put you right here. Right there. So what we're gonna do after you get it loose, pop it up. There we go. And guide it this way. Guide it towards you right here. Like that. And here comes your bar cover off. So now, if you have a look, what we're working on right now is this cam gear right here. This is what's causing our rattles right here. Completely forgot to mention, take your spark plugs out. So, tool in there and take all your 4 spark plugs out. What you're going to do is you're going to spin the engine until you see that circle mark right there. And once you see that circle mark, the spring is going to be up here adjacent to that side. Or I mean, the 2 bolts right here, if you're right down there, the 2 bolts all the way down there would be adjacent to the side. The spring would be adjacent to it. So once you see that, you're going to keep spinning the engine past that circle, so past this bolt right there. And we're going to take the bolts off from here, right there. This bolt right here. Yeah, so the bolt right there. Take these off, and then we can get to the spring right there, so it doesn't fall into the engine. So what you will be needing is a 5-point right here, a 5-point Torx socket. It fits into these right here, and they're going to be a little bit tight, but you can put an extension on here so you can get these off. Got to mention, this is a T30, so a T30 5-point Torx. When you get to these, you get to your last one right here, don't take it all the way out or else this will fall in. So this is why I said to go past that first bolt that I said. You can see the circle, because the spring is right there. You can see it right there. And we're going to screw it out, and you have to be careful to not drop that spring into the engine right there. So here's the old spring, and here's the new spring that I'm putting in. It's a lot bigger and it's much stiffer, so it should be able to push the pin in and stop the rattle. After you took your spring out, replace the new cam with the new spring into the cam, tighten everything all up. Now you can put this back into the car, the valve cover, and the same procedure how you pull it out. So you want to put this here, put your whole thing back in, do your old like this, and this, lifting this up, and lift this up. Align it with the pins right here, and there you go. There you go. Now your valve cover's on. Remember your 3 middle bolts here. Put all your 16 other bolts in here. Tighten them in crisscross pattern so it even seats, and then you can connect everything up into your system. After you put everything in, it's time for your engine mount. So while I'm doing this with hand, it's slower, so I prevent cross-fitting when it comes to accidentally tightening these nuts straight. you go. Now it's using my trick. I'll just climb these up. These don't need to be too tight, but quite snug. So it will be quite snug. So once you get really tight, about right there. Let's see. Now we just need to do these. Tighten those up. I can find the size 14. That's it. These don't really be too tight, just snug them up. Just loosening it. So when it stops and you can't move it anymore. Like that. As it stops, tighten it even more until you can't do it anymore, and then just right there. Now we just put these here. There you go. Actually, two more things. Two nuts. Remember that. These are not that important, but to make a job done, you must have everything completed and placed it in properly. There you go. Job done. Now you just want to give the car a crank. So take the fuse out. And you can see I left the car on, but that oil light, when you crank it, take off the fuse so it doesn't start. And once that light goes away, we want to get, that's the fuse right here, the Delia fuse. Place it in. There you go. Go back and the car should start right up. Alright, so the car's running right now. So you didn't hear that rattle. So thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.